comedy. What's up? How's it going? How are you? Have you guys heard the phrase, I wouldn't kick them out of bed? It's weird, right? Like, could you imagine getting kicked out of someone's bed? Because I can. It happened to me. I went to this guy's house, spent the night. He woke me up at exactly 3:19 a.m. to tell me, hey, you're snoring, please leave. Yeah, it was rude. And what was even more rude is I warned him. The night before, I said, hey, just so you know, I snore like I sound, and I sound like I'm dying. He said, that's fine, I sleep like a dead cow. And now I wish he was just dead. Other than that, things are going great. I've actually been pretty optimistic lately, trying some new stuff, expanding my worldview, because I started antidepressants. And that's been a really fun journey. The best part has been all these new changes in my life. Like, I've been losing weight. You don't need to clap. Thank you. That's what I was waiting for. It's the only reason I do it. But it's been great because I didn't need to use anything like Ozempic. All I needed was an antidepressant, an anti-anxiety, a thyroid medication, a high blood pressure medication, and Adderall. So, you know, go ask your doctor for that. I'm sure it'll help. But I've been trying some new stuff. One of the new things I decided to try was cocaine. And I learned from that experience as someone who takes Adderall. Adderall is just Diet Coke. Like, I was at my friend's wedding, I was helping run it, and I was real tired. At the end of the ceremony, my friend offered me a little bit of stuff, and I said, absolutely, great decision. I was expecting to be weird and like partying and dancing and being like the most obnoxious person at the party. No. I got everything cleaned up, I was done with everything by 8 p.m. and I was home and asleep by 10. And it was the most productive I have ever been in my entire life. And like, honestly, I think that is a really good litmus test for ADHD. Like, I've been formally diagnosed, and I think it's a waste of time. Instead of going back and forth with your psychiatrist 4 different times, taking tests and surveys and all this other stuff, don't do that. If you think you might have ADHD, just do a bump. Just do a couple bumps. I promise, if you start acting weird, congratulations, you don't have a learning disability. Anyway, another part of that whole 3-month process, I found out I actually have a hearing disorder. And I was like, what? Anyway, stupid. But I gotta say, I have been absolutely taking full advantage of it. Like, at work, my boss comes over to ask me something, and I'm like, can you email that to me, please, so I can read it? Hearing disability, thanks. Someone comes up to me and talks to me, I don't want to talk to them. Oh my God, I'm so sorry, I can't hear you. That means we can't talk. Hearing disability. Okay. It's especially helpful when my dad calls, because when he does, I just don't pick up. Okay. I've also wanted to try something new in dating, so I've got myself into polyamory, since that was one of the themes of the night. And I was figuring, you know, built-in audience, why not? And it's been a lot of fun. I've been hanging out with this throuple, and it's great because they're all taller than me. So it's like dating a forest. You know, because I have to reach up and get the wood. It's especially weird though because they're all older than me, which is fun because A, I get to work on my daddy issues, and B, my therapist is thrilled, which is very fun for her. The problem is because they're of like a certain generation, they're not very good at texting me back. And that's extremely frustrating because on one hand, I am like expanding my ethical, non-monogamous horizons or whatever. Like three birds, one slut. And on the other hand, I now have 3 dudes who don't talk to me. Which I'm pretty sure is a new record. Usually it's only capped at like 1 or 2. Alright, I'll leave you guys off with this. My best friend responded to a text message that I sent him, and it was real fucking rude. It pissed me off, and I was so angry that I had to take a moment. I was like, we're gonna breathe, we're gonna reflect on therapy, and I decided that the best decision was to leave him on red. But then I got into therapy and talked about it, and my therapist asked an extremely rude question. She said, was he rude or did he just use punctuation? And I said, I mean, I guess. But then she hit me with this salt on the wound. She said, isn't he also autistic? And I was like, I mean, yeah. So I responded, I said, hey man, totally, you're right. Anyway, thanks guys, bye.
No, the cocaine test is real though, guys.
So is.
Learned a lot of things about